Hello everybody, and thank you for stopping by Fixology. I am Andrew, and today I got a fun thing that we're going to be attempting to repair. When I say attempt, little bit of a backstory with this device that I'm picking up. It is a Nintendo Switch. It is the first generation one, so I think it's like, not SM, like 3 letters and then a dash and then 001, I think is like the model number. I'll throw it up on the screen so it's up there and you know what I'm talking about. But it's the first generation of Switch, which came out in 2017. Yeah, 2017. And the story behind it is somebody's wanting to get rid of it. They got the new OLED one, so like the newest one with like the more memory and the better screen, refresh rate, all that fun stuff. And they said that the battery started swelling on this one. So I thought to myself, oh, well, I can have a couple opportunities. I can either fix it and keep for myself, fix it and use it for like testing, or I can fix it and just resell it because it's still a good Switch. You just gotta wipe it, and then, you know, brand new Switch, an older Switch, probably sell it for like, you know, 150, something like that if it's in good condition. So what I got though was definitely not just a battery swelling. So just as a forewarning, I did already look through it, and I did determine what it needed, at least what I could see from my physical eye. So I will have parts already on hand just to do the repair, or at least to put back together. And then one of them is a bunch of screws, because it didn't have any screws. Like, none at all for the frame. So I'll probably end up like fast forwarding or skipping past that part, because that part's boring as hell, and you guys don't want to see me try to figure out which size fits where, because there's like 7 different sizes of screws. At least I think. Yeah, I remember when I looked at a teardown of one, it was just a giant pain in the butt. Anywho, here is what I got. It's right behind me. So the Switch came in this exact condition, rubber band and everything. Didn't come with any Joy-Cons. Kind of sucks. But I got a couple. I know a couple people where I could borrow some if I just want to test something. You know, just to see that it works, because you don't need them to operate because it's obviously touchscreen. Hold on. Oh, that sneeze is going to come back to me. Anyway, so this is what I got. And if from the untrained eye, you can already tell, you know, no Joy-Con, it's already falling apart. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, obviously there's something else going on with it. My first look was like, okay, I'm looking for a swollen battery. Oops. Come on. Stupid clips. There we go. The battery is swollen, so they weren't wrong on that, and they were just saying, "Oh yeah, it works fine except for the swollen battery." That's all they did with it. Clearly not, because it's missing a few key components. One, there's no game reader. So how the hell can I even verify that it's working? It was missing a cover. So there's no cover here. So somebody was looking at something. This is the RAM slot, or like the internal memory slot. There's supposed to be a slot that goes over the top there. Kind of weird. So, you know, I got all this stuff that's missing from it. Battery's obviously disconnected. But of the stuff that is here, it's in good condition, so I should be okay to put it back together. I just can't verify anything because the battery shot, and it won't turn on without a battery or a bad battery inside of it. So first things first, we got to remove the battery here. And I think my dumbass forgot to... Yep, I forgot to turn on my warmer, my hot plate, hot pad, whatever you want to call it. Ugh, God damn it. And I had my soldering iron hooked up earlier, so I had to move it. And let's throw this bad boy on real quick. Where's the switch go? Where'd the switch go? Alright, so I'll probably have to wait a few minutes while that warms up, so that'll be fun. So, yeah, so guy obviously lied out of his ass, so you kind of get that sometimes in doing this kind of stuff, whether it be for like a full-time thing, which I'm trying to get this to become, or you know, just doing it as a tinkerer kind of a thing. It happens. It is what it is. You just got to deal with it. So I'm just gonna deal with it. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I was able to procure almost all the parts that I need for this repair. which is actually kind of amazing. I did forget one part though. There's an SD card reader, but you don't need that to operate it. So I didn't know that was a function of the Switch, so I didn't know you could add more memory to it. So that's kind of neat. I follow more like a Sony kind of a stuff, Sony and PC stuff. I don't really follow too much Nintendo. Not saying they're bad, it's not my thing. Nintendo's not my thing. Anyway, move this around. So I was able to get, like I said, all the parts. So I got a new battery here. Aftermarket. I can't find Nintendo. I'm sure I could find Nintendo parts, but they're just not worth it. So we got the battery here with a slew of crappy tools in them that they always come with. I have a back plate because there's supposed to be a metal back plate that goes over there. So that's nice. Where are you? Here is the memory, the storage memory. So that one will clip right in. Now, there is one thing that I don't know. I don't know if I have to flash these at all. Like on any PC or like on a PlayStation or a Microsoft, you have to like first install all the software onto it. You have to format it to their whatever, and then you can plop it in and use it. I don't know if I have to on these, or if it's something that's integrated into the board itself, where it might do it by itself. Because I'd figure to have something to do with it, because it has an SD card, which then you have to format that SD card to the machine. Otherwise, I'm kind of out of luck if I have to format this, because I don't know how the hell to do it. It's not an HD. It's not an HD card, so I'm kind of out of luck on that. Here's the card reader, which I won't be able to test because I don't have a game. But like I said, I got friends and associates that have Switches. I'm gonna borrow a set of Joy-Cons from them and a game, and I'll come back and probably show another video of that. This one might end up being a two-parter. Just depends how easy this all goes along. And then the last piece, biggest pain in the ass, is all the screws. And I don't know which one goes where. So I do know that the board's in place, so I don't have to worry about the board screws, but I do have to worry about the ones that are for the frame. So for like the little metal piece and everything. So I got all the screws that a Switch uses, this will be the biggest bitch, and I'm going to either fast forward through it or I'm just going to skip it so you don't have to watch me. Overall, though, it's fairly inexpensive to get all of this stuff. I spent about, maybe $25, $30 on everything you see here. And that's going through multiple providers, Amazon, all kind of, multiple part suppliers, going through Amazon, even checking eBay, because you never know, sometimes you get lucky. I don't do generally eBay for parts, but, you check them. So it's a fairly inexpensive fix, even if you just want to keep it for yourself or resell it, because I got this free. So I put $30 in, and if I sell it for $150, that sneeze is coming back. Holy halibut. All right. What was I saying? My brain stopped working after the sneeze. Oh, so if you do want to still fix it, I got free for this, and I only put $30 in, so even if I do sell it for $150, 120 profit. Easy peasy. So, got my box that was holding all the parts. I'm going to put that back down. Actually, I'll leave the screws there, but I'll put everything else back in this little box until I am ready. And move this out of the way. Already got another project lined up too. I don't know when I'll get to it. I will be going on vacation next week, so I will be out of the country for about 7-8 days. So it'll be fun, but I'm not going to be here. And I'll probably throw like some sort of post up on YouTube or something like that, just to let you know, hey, I'm not going to be here, and blah, blah, blah. I'll miss you all, and don't cry when I'm gone, because, you really shouldn't cry for me when I'm gone. Let's be real here. All right, so get this out of the way, throw that in there. Alrighty then, is my hot plate warm enough? Okay. So I'm going to heat this up. It's nice and warm, about 75, 80 degrees Celsius, so about 150-ish, 150 Fahrenheit. And we're going to get that battery out, and right from there, I'm just going to, and then what I'll do, as soon as we have this all ordered, I got the new battery in, is I'm going to just dry connect everything. So it's not going to look pretty, it's going to be Frankenstein, but I just want to see if the damn thing turns on. If it doesn't turn on, then we know we have a bigger problem right off the bat. And this will be a waste of a video, you can all laugh at me, and then I'll just go, I don't know. It's kind of late here, so I don't think there's any traffic going on right now. What time is it? I could probably go to the highway. It's only like 15 minutes away, so yeah, whatever. So I will be right back once that is all nice and hot. All right, I got as warm as I could. It's been on a hot plate for like 15 minutes. I think because it's just so large, the heat disperses faster than it should be. So I'm going to start with just throwing a little isopropylene in here. Not a lot, just enough around the edges. And this shouldn't cause any damage to any LCD, because I think there's another plate in between here and the rest of it, so should be just fine. Spudger. Okay. Okay, so the heat and the alcohol are making a dent. I can feel it splitting. And I'm going to follow it along the edge instead of going in the middle, because I think there's something in the middle to stop anything moving, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oh, jeez. All right, that was bending that spudger. I'm going to get a thicker one. Here's Mega Spudger. Luckily, it's got a metal frame I can pivot everything on top of. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, this is some premium ASMR shit. You know, still easier than an iPhone battery. Okay, so I think. There we go. All right, so I was right. It does have a space in the back, so I could have went hard, but you know, I obviously didn't. And the plastic covering is stuck. There we are. All right. But yeah, you can definitely tell that sucker's swollen. It's pretty fat. Let that evaporate a little bit. Okay, so where is my other battery? Okay. Whoops. Fell out. Shitty tool. There we go. And I did verify it's the same model because, like I said, there's a newer models of these guys, so. Okay. So if I remember, the specs lined up pretty damn close with this guy. 4300 milliamp, 4600 milliamp, 17.16, so it's a little higher watt hours, but that's because it's kind of higher. 3.7. Okay, so same connector on it and everything, so we should be a-okay. But I'm not going to fully secure it yet because I want to make sure everything works first. So before we put the battery in, we're going to do all the other components first. All right. Not that one, but this one and this one. Okay, so here is the card reader. Card reader and the aux. Because I forgot it has the aux attachment to it. So there is a connector right here that goes over the side. Got to flip that up. And then there is a connector right here too. So we just got to make sure to slide that under the little cooling element or the cooling whatever. Just going to take a little bit of gymnastics to get that sucker in. There we go. Whoops. Push that over. I did notice this flex was kind of bent though, so I hope it's not like torn and it's just, you know, bent, because that's the side it's supposed to be. But I guess we'll find out when I try to put it on. So I need to get this connected up. Okay. And then this is just, it's got a little latch on it, so you got to make sure it's up before you put anything down. And this will slide right underneath everything. Oops. I hate these connectors. They're so touchy. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, work with me. There we go. And it'll butt up right against the edge, so then we lock the gate. Boom. Okay, so that piece is in. It's not secured down because I don't know what screw to use, and you know, I don't have a game to read on it anyways. So, but luckily you don't need a game to turn it on, and you don't need the SD card reader to turn it on either. But I'd imagine you probably need this. And definitely this guy. Which we're going to find out if it turns on and formats it, or if it does something else. Yeah, this little shield is gone. I don't know where it went. Yeah, it came in like that, so I wonder if I should just Kapton tape it off first. Just so it's covered and I don't futz with anything. But now I have a dilemma where I don't know where my Kapton tape went. Oh, Mr. Tapey. It might be with my mobile stuff. Which I don't know why. I have a set for mobile and I have a set for home. I don't know why my dumbass hasn't gotten 2 sets of tape. Yeah, it doesn't seem smart. Yeah, it doesn't seem smart to me either, so don't worry. Okay, well, as long as nothing's touching it, it should be okay. And I think it doesn't. I think it supports itself off by this connector. Yeah, it's just sitting on the lip, so that should be fine. Okay, so we get that in. Let's throw the battery in here. The battery's got a weird angle to connect at, which, yeah, I don't like that at all, but whatever. It's Nintendo. Okay. And I don't think the battery's charged, so I'll have to do that. But first, I need to flip this damn thing around, or can I do it? No, okay, so it has to go this way. All right. There we go. Okay, so I had the wrong angle. Okay. I mean, most of it's modular, which is really nice. Okay, all right, so that's in. Okay, so power buttons are on the top, right? Yeah, right here. Let me grab, I have my laptop on the charger, but I can use that same charger. So let's just plug it in and see what happens. I don't know from switches if you get indicators when it's charging. I would imagine so. Oh. Thought I felt the vibration. Well, it's charging. The indicator's working for that. Wait, yeah, it's charging at 5.2 volts, 0.6 amp. Maybe the battery's so dead? Yeah, because the fan doesn't look like it was taken out at all. Okay. Battery is fully seated. Connector. See if there's anything obviously hot on it. Yeah, I don't have the most sophisticated tools. I just got my fingers. Alright, let's just disconnect it. See if it turns on without power. Hang on. Yeah, the LCD looks mint. Huh. Alright. I might have to pop the whole board out. I don't want to, but I might have to. This is gonna be a multi-parter, I'm guessing. Yeah, fan's not coming on. Where's the power connector go to? That's what I want to know. let's try something here real quick. Hold on.
Oh, well. The battery connector is, one of the sides is broken off, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's nothing. So,
and that's the same direction as the old battery. Yeah, so, okay. So, the battery's connected the correct way.
I'm a little concerned.
All right, let's try this.
Ooh.
Need a finer tip. There we go. Let me pop off this cooler and the fan. Maybe the power button got disconnected. I don't know where that's. I don't know where that flex runs to. I can't see it, so I'm gonna see if I can pop that out real quick and we can check that. Yep, it's part of one piece. I thought so. Whoa! You move out of the way. Let's actually hook you back up to the laptop, Chromebook, whatever you want to be called. Yeah. Let's see here. I was super happy that all I had to do was just that one little thing, but oh well, c'est la vie. Whew. My alcohol containers. Ugh. Kind of warm. Kind of exposing everything everywhere. My brain's not working today. Alright, so this should just all pop off, right? Yeah. There's something else? Or is that just the tape? Is there another screw down here somewhere?
I mean, I know there's this connector here. Which that's going to be a bitch to put back on.
Ugh. Fucking. Where's my X-Acto knife? It ran away. It was scared of me. I don't blame it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found you. Yeah, you better be afraid. I know about a better one somewhere, I think, too. I know where this... Oh, well. The fuck? Oh. I'm like, great. There's a fucking ghost. Oh, it's underneath you. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I got that out. I'm not going to worry about the thermal paste right now. I can always reapply it later.
Where's the power connector go to, though?
Okay, fine. God. Take that piece off, too. Of course, there's another screw. I mean, it's only $30, so it's not the end of the world.
That connector doesn't look like it's fully in, though. I can see some gap between these two parts. I wonder if that's the issue. I'm going to use a sputter so I don't accidentally cut anything. Nope, can't. Okay, I'm just going to grab the edges here and see if that's in all the way. Okay, it seems like it is. Okay. No cuts along the edge here. The buttons are clicking, so that means we have pressure. GD. Let's put you back and connect you up back to your home, if you would be so kind, which it probably isn't. Okay, all right.
So let's connect it back in. This is really perplexing. I feel like this is one where I'm gonna have to take the whole board out and check for like hotspots and stuff like that. I don't think it'd be a cooling issue because it's nice and cold right now. It hasn't been in the hot plate for a hot minute, so. And that one's an LCD connector, but it's not torn. It's a little pinched, but not torn at all, and it's seated up real nice. Doesn't look like any extra flux on the board either, so I don't think anybody futzed with anything. And it is pulling power, so I know that much. Microphone wouldn't affect boot up, though Joy-Cons wouldn't. I'm gonna just check this one though. I don't know if this one's fully. No, this one's fully in. It's the same distance as that one. I don't know what that connects to. Whatever it is, I'm gonna make sure it's nice and seated. Okay, so that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's for that guy. That's another speaker connector. Yeah, unless there's more on the backside, but I don't think there is. So, all right, so let's try this again. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna connect this first, so it's easier to deal with. That's connected. And this connector is going to give me a hard time like before because it's a dumb connector. Oh. I understand the need for ribbon connectors, but they're just so annoying. Okay, so that one's locked in nice and tight. There we go. Actually, let me check one thing. Let's see if it pulls power when there's no battery in it. Now, theoretically, it shouldn't, right? I'm just feeling for obvious hotspots. Like I said, I don't have a thermal camera, so I can't do it. Okay, so yeah, it's not pulling anything, which is normal. That's fine. And I don't have a power injection tool, so I don't have any way to put power into the board except for just the battery. But if the battery gets stopped, it's only going to go so far. So let's just reattach you for shits and giggles. Okay. I mean, unless I got a bad battery, which I guess is possible, you know. This was like an Amazon, like, $8 battery. Yeah, so the battery and the screws were Amazon, but the other parts were off of a parts supplier. So, and I can at least vouch for them. And if not, I can always return it to them. Or I might just hold on to them since they were so inexpensive. Just maybe those prongs are tight. They are. Okay. Battery. On. In. Okay. Let's try it again. Zilch, nada. Would it still boot up if there's internal RAM, internal memory? My gut says it should still turn on, but it'll just give you like an error code, like saying, "Oh, no memory found," or something like that. And are we getting still the same pull? Let me just change this up real quick. Yeah.
Well then, that's annoying. You know what?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let this sit for a while on the charger. I wonder if you can't send lithium batteries through the mail when they're above 50% charge, and sometimes you get them and they're just 100% dead. So you need to try and recharge them up. So you know what? I'm gonna let this sit for a couple hours on the charger. We're gonna see what happens. I know it should theoretically turn on when you plug it in, but I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and let it try and boot up by letting it sit for a while. So I'll call it quits. I'll call it quits for right now. This will most likely evolve into a part 2 where I probably will have it all torn apart, and then I'm going to start testing components on the board, and hopefully we can figure it out from there. And it'll be and then from there it'll be a simple fix outside of these guys. So thanks for watching for today. I'll get back to you on this guy, and have a good one. Later.